Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on the possible signings of Lakers, and what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and if you don't want to miss any information, stay tuned. We have exclusive news every day. If you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's go to the video.
Adam Silver credits Luka Doncic trade to Lakers for boosting NBA viewership. The blockbuster trade that sent superstar Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers will forever be remembered as one of the most stunning moments in sports history. It didn't just shake up two NBA franchises, it sent shockwaves across the entire league. While some critics weren't thrilled about the Lakers landing yet another generational talent to carry their legacy, it's becoming clear that the NBA itself might be reaping major rewards from the move. Earlier this season, there was no shortage of concern about the overall state of the game. Ratings were dipping, and many questioned the league's direction, especially during the All-Star break, when the revamped format of the All-Star game faced heavy backlash. Conversations about declining viewership dominated headlines. But then, something shifted. Post-All-Star weekend, interest in the NBA surged. Games started pulling bigger numbers, and buzz around the league came roaring back. In a recent appearance on the Pat McAfee Show, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver pointed to a surprising catalyst behind the momentum, the trade that brought Luka Doncic to the Lakers. It might seem like a stretch to give one player that much credit, but in this case, the impact is undeniable. Fans around the globe have been tuning in just to watch Doncic in the iconic purple and gold. From his electric debut to his emotional first game against his former team, and high-stakes matchups against the Warriors and Thunder, not to mention his dramatic return to Dallas, Luka has made every game a must-watch event. As the regular season raced toward the playoffs, excitement only kept building, especially in the ultra-competitive Western Conference, where every win and loss shaped the playoff picture. Silver acknowledged that strong player health and star performances played a role in the league's resurgence, but he didn't shy away from admitting the obvious. Luka's arrival in Los Angeles gave the NBA a major jolt of energy. And now, with the postseason just days away, that energy is reaching a fever pitch. Luka himself added fuel to the fire by posting a hype video for the Lakers as they gear up for their first-round matchup against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The video didn't just highlight Doncic's brilliance, it showcased the chemistry and firepower of the entire squad, including LeBron James, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Jackson Hayes, and Jared Vanderbilt. The message is clear: Luka Doncic and the Lakers are locked in, and the playoffs are about to get a whole lot more exciting. Buzz surrounding Luka Doncic's move to LA hasn't just ignited excitement among fans, it's also completely transformed how the media and even rival teams approach the NBA landscape. Analysts across ESPN, TNT, and podcasts everywhere are calling this the trade that saved the season. Social media engagement skyrocketed within days of Luka's first game in a Lakers jersey, with highlight reels dominating timelines and sparking debates over title chances, legacy narratives, and potential MVP implications. The numbers back it up too. According to Nielsen ratings, Lakers games have seen a 35% jump in national viewership since the trade, with international streaming hitting record highs, especially in Europe, thanks in no small part to Doncic's massive global fanbase. NBA League Pass subscriptions saw a major spike, and merchandise sales for the Lakers have soared, with Luka jerseys flying off the shelves worldwide. But the ripple effect goes beyond just business. Luka's presence has rejuvenated the Lakers' locker room culture. Multiple insiders have reported that his chemistry with LeBron James has been instant, with both stars pushing each other in practices and setting a new tone of intensity and focus. Austin Reeves recently commented in an interview, "Luka brings this edge. He's competitive but calm, and it's contagious." Even head coach Darvin Ham has praised the shift, saying the team has found a new identity that blends star power with grit and resilience. That identity is already translating into big wins, as the Lakers close the regular season on a strong run, positioning themselves as legitimate contenders heading into the playoffs. Meanwhile, the Dallas Mavericks, who sent Doncic to the Lakers in a move that shocked the league, are still dealing with the aftermath. While the trade package they received included promising pieces, many fans and analysts are questioning whether they underestimated the true value and impact of a player like Luka. The storyline has now evolved into something larger than basketball. It's become a drama of redemption, rivalry, and rebirth. As the playoffs begin, all eyes are on a potential high-stakes showdown between the Lakers and Mavericks, An emotional battle that would pit Luka against his former franchise on the biggest stage. The anticipation is electric. And as Adam Silver subtly acknowledged, it's these kinds of moments, the unexpected plot twists, the rise of new heroes, and the global conversations, that make the NBA more than just a league. It's a spectacle. A story. And right now, Luka Doncic is writing one of its most compelling chapters yet. Austin Reeves. Lakers are locked in and ready for battle against the Timberwolves. There are no easy matchups in the Western Conference playoffs, and the Los Angeles Lakers know that all too well. Facing off against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round is no walk in the park, but this Lakers squad is coming in with confidence, hunger, and a backcourt trio, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves, that's nearly impossible to match. For Reeves, this marks his third trip to the postseason, but it's his first without having to fight through the play-in tournament. With a full week of rest and preparation under their belts, the Lakers are entering this series recharged and refocused. "I'm fired up," Reeves said when asked about his mindset heading into the series. "We've had about a week off now, and you just start itching to get back on the court and compete. The last couple of practices have been really solid, and now it's about building on that momentum until tip-off on Saturday." One of the biggest challenges? Minnesota's defense. The Timberwolves have consistently ranked among the league's top defensive units all season. But Reeves believes the key to cracking their intensity is not just effort, but discipline. "We've got to play smart," Reeves explained. "Their defense is super aggressive and they create chaos on that end of the floor. If we want to win, we need to stay patient, make good decisions, and most importantly, take care of the ball." But beyond strategy and X's and O's, Reeves knows that playoff games are won on grit, on every single possession. "You've got to play your heart out, every possession matters," he said. "Last year, we had the lead at halftime in every game against Denver, and still lost the series. It came down to the little things, one missed box out, one turnover, one bad switch. That's all it takes in the playoffs. If you don't bring it on every single play, you're going home." This year, the Lakers are determined not to make the same mistake. "We're ready for war," Reeves said firmly. "But more than that, we're ready for war together." That's the difference. It's not just about being individually locked in, we're united. We trust each other, and we're going to fight for each other every second we're out there. The Lakers have a real shot at making noise in the playoffs, but they know the Timberwolves won't make it easy. Reeves understands that every play could be the difference between advancing and watching the rest of the postseason from the couch. J.J. Redick breaks down what the Lakers must do to beat Minnesota. Former player and now head coach J.J. Redick echoed Reeves' sentiments about Minnesota's disruptive defense. Speaking in a pre-series interview, Redick highlighted the Timberwolves' elite ability to force turnovers and throw opposing offenses off rhythm. "They've got some of the best individual defenders in the league," Redick said. "You can't give them easy opportunities by turning the ball over. For us, every possession has to end with a shot, not a mistake. That's one of the non-negotiables in this series." Redick emphasized that staying composed under pressure will be key, not just for Doncic and LeBron, but for the entire roster. Whether it's Rui Hachimura knocking down open looks or Jackson Hayes setting strong screens, everyone has a role to play in keeping the offense flowing and avoiding costly mistakes. As Game 1 approaches, the stakes couldn't be higher. The Lakers aren't just fighting to advance, they're fighting to prove that this team, this core, and this moment are different from last year. And if Austin Reeves' intensity is any indication, they're more than ready to leave it all on the floor. The buzz around the Lakers-Timberwolves series has only grown louder as tip-off draws near. With both teams stacked with talent, the matchup is shaping up to be one of the most highly anticipated first-round battles in recent memory. The national media has taken notice. ESPN analysts have dubbed it a potential classic in the making, and social media is already flooded with highlight montages, playoff predictions, and hot takes from fans and former players alike. But while the media spotlight has been bright, inside the Lakers locker room, the tone is all business. Players have kept interviews short, practices closed, and eyes laser-focused on the task ahead. Luka Doncic, though a newcomer to the Lakers' postseason journey, has brought a sense of calm intensity that's impressed even veterans like LeBron James. "Luka's locked in," LeBron said during a media availability session. "You can tell he's been here before. He's not caught up in the moment, he's preparing for the moment." Meanwhile, head coach J.J. Redick has doubled down on his message of composure and execution. Known for his cerebral approach to the game, Redick has spent hours with his staff breaking down Timberwolves film, identifying tendencies, and crafting detailed game plans to counter Minnesota's defensive traps and physicality. Behind the scenes, team insiders say Redick's communication with players has been one of his strongest assets. He's been very clear, one staff member noted. Limit turnovers. Match their physicality. Be patient and poised when they pressure you. But above all, stay together. On the other side, the Timberwolves aren't backing down from the challenge. Anthony Edwards, who has emerged as a bona fide star, responded to the hype with confidence. They got Luka Bron Reeves, yeah we know. But we've been grinding all year for this. We're not afraid of anyone. Karl-Anthony Towns echoed that sentiment, telling reporters, we respect them. But respect doesn't mean we're giving them anything. This mutual respect, tinged with tension, is setting the stage for an emotionally charged series. Every possession will be a battle. Every adjustment will matter. And every storyline will be magnified. Already, playoff narratives are forming. Can the Lakers finally capitalize on their championship-caliber roster? Will Reeves take the next step as a true postseason performer? Can Luka carry this team deep into May and June? And will the Timberwolves, long overlooked, rise up and flip the script? The stakes are massive, not just for the teams, but for legacies. A first-round exit for LA could bring harsh scrutiny and questions about roster decisions, coaching, and the future of the franchise. For Minnesota, a victory would signal a new era and validate their aggressive defensive identity. One thing's for sure, the Lakers are not walking into this quietly. They're stepping into the fire with full awareness of what's at stake. We know what time it is, Austin Reeves said. We've been here before. And this time we're not just showing up, we're coming to win. Anthony Edwards on facing LeBron James. It means a lot. LeBron James might be entering his 22nd NBA season, but you wouldn't know it by watching him play. As he and the Los Angeles Lakers gear up for a first-round playoff showdown with the Minnesota Timberwolves, LeBron is still performing at an elite level, and he's clearly locked in for the challenge ahead. After suffering a groin injury in March, James worked relentlessly to get back in game shape, ramping up his training just in time for the final stretch of the 2024-25 season. He recently opened up about his intense pregame routine, leaving no doubt, when it comes to playoff basketball, LeBron doesn't cut corners. But this series won't be a walk in the park. The Timberwolves bring a unique challenge, especially on both ends of the floor, with a roster that can create all kinds of matchup problems. Leading the charge for Minnesota is Anthony Edwards, who's made a massive leap this season and looks more than ready to put the team on his back. For Edwards, facing LeBron is more than just a playoff battle, it's a full-circle moment. Like many young stars in the league, he grew up watching James dominate the NBA, and he's never hidden his admiration for the Lakers legend. In a recent conversation with John Krasinski of The Athletic, Edwards shared just how much this matchup means to him. And he's not wrong to feel the weight of it. Edwards and James actually have more in common than you'd think. Both were No. 1 overall draft picks, both expected to lead their franchises to a championship, and both possess that rare, game-changing ability to take over when it matters most. While LeBron is the master of exploiting mismatches and making the right play, Edwards is no stranger to tough assignments, and he won't shy away from guarding one of the greatest to ever do it. His two-way impact and fearless mentality could be exactly what makes this series so unpredictable. This clash of generations, LeBron and Edwards, alongside Luka Doncic, has all the makings of a must-watch playoff series. It's old school versus new school, veteran wisdom versus rising power. Speaking of LeBron and Luka, both have been named finalists for this year's NBA Clutch Player of the Year award, proof that neither star is slowing down when the lights are brightest. One thing's for sure, with so much talent and intensity on the court, this Lakers-Timberwolves series is going to be something special. A spotlight series, and the NBA world is watching. The buzz around this first-round series is palpable, not just because of the star power, but because of what's at stake. For the Lakers, it's a chance to prove that this iteration of LeBron James, paired with Anthony Davis and a revamped supporting cast, still has what it takes to make a deep playoff run. For Minnesota, it's a defining opportunity to show the league that the Wolves are no longer just a young, promising team, they're ready to contend right now. Anthony Edwards has become the emotional heartbeat of this Timberwolves squad. His energy, swagger, and explosive play style have turned heads all season. And with the added pressure of going head-to-head with one of the greatest players in NBA history, He's embracing the moment, not shrinking from it. "I've been waiting my whole life for this kind of matchup," Edwards told reporters ahead of Game 1. "I respect Bron. He's the king. But I'm here to win." That quote alone has already made waves across sports media, with analysts and fans alike debating whether Edwards' confidence is brilliance or bulletin board material for the Lakers' locker room. Shows like NBA Today, Undisputed, and First Take have dedicated segments to the Edwards-LeBron dynamic, with Stephen A. Smith calling it the most compelling individual storyline of the entire first round. Meanwhile, LeBron, ever the statesman, responded with calm authority. "I love the way Ant approaches the game," he said. "He's got that fire. Reminds me of myself when I was younger. But I'm not here to pass the torch just yet." That single line, "not yet," sent social media into a frenzy, with fans interpreting it as a reminder that while the future is bright, the present still belongs to the king. The chess match begins. From a basketball standpoint, this matchup is loaded with tactical intrigue. Will the Lakers deploy LeBron more as a facilitator or scorer against Minnesota's stout perimeter defense? Can Rudy Gobert anchor the paint without getting stretched too thin by Davis's versatility? And how will the Wolves handle the Lakers' late-game execution, especially considering both LeBron and Luka Doncic, also in the playoffs, have been finalists for the Clutch Player of the Year? Then there's the X factor, momentum. The Timberwolves enter the postseason with one of the league's best defensive ratings and a sense of hunger that's hard to measure. The Lakers, by contrast, are leaning on experience, hoping their battle-tested core can weather the storm of youthful aggression. What's next? Game 1 tips off this weekend, and the basketball world will be watching closely. Will LeBron remind everyone why he's still at the top of the league's hierarchy? Or will Anthony Edwards announce, once and for all, that the next generation has officially arrived? Either way, one thing is certain, this series isn't just about advancing to the second round. It's about legacy, evolution, and the thrilling inevitable clash between greatness and greatness in the making. Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel yet? It's the best way to watch player interviews, exclusive event coverage, attend live shows, and more.